Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you how to make a DIY graphic t-shirt, but you don't need transfer paper because I know that could be a little bit pricey sometimes, so I'm just going to show you. And also, we have not a YouTube, this is our YouTube. We have a Twitter, and so I'm going to be making a Cavanella t-shirt, but I just wanted to show you the one that I'm making currently right now. So this is an emoji shirt, and my plan is to make the whole thing emojis, but it does take a long time because the pictures are very small and the shirt is somewhat big. Okay, so what you're going to need is freezer paper, a piece of printer paper, something to write with, so like a pen, scissors, a printer, your shirt obviously, and then just an idea of the image that you want to print. Okay, so the first step really depends on what kind of shirt you want to make. If you want to make like a big shirt, then you want to take a smaller piece of freezer paper. If you want to make like kind of like the emoji shirt where it's a bunch of like small things, you want to take a bigger piece. So, this is about a foot wide, and you just want to make sure that one way or another your paper fits. So, because I made mine a foot wide, I'm able to fit 2 pieces of printer paper on it. So, I'm just going to trace the printer paper onto the freezer paper. You want to make sure that you do it onto the like the parchment paper kind of side instead of the shiny side. Okay, so I just traced the outline of the paper, and now I'm just going to cut it out so that my freezer paper is the same size as a regular sheet of computer paper. Okay, so now my freezer paper is the same size as a regular sheet of printer paper. I'm just going to print the image onto the freezer paper. So, just a few tips if, like for printing and everything. So you want to make sure that your image prints on the, kind of, what would you call it? You don't want to make sure that it prints on the, like, parchment side. You want it to print on this, like, shiny side. And, since freezer paper is a little bit thinner than printer paper, what I do is for the bottom of the sheet, because sometimes it will get like wrinkled and cause a paper jam in your printer. I just take a little piece of computer paper and I tape it to the bottom back of the freezer paper, just because then it won't get wrinkled at the bottom and cause a paper jam. So it should be easier to print everything. The only thing though is that it might wait, I'm just taping this, my bad. The only thing is that it might come up a little in the middle, so you just want to make sure that you tape everything down, so that it's not folding up or anything. And also, make sure, I don't know if I said this, I probably did, print it on the shiny side, yeah. And you want to print your image backwards. So if it's words or anything that would look weird backwards, you want to print it backwards to begin with. Otherwise, it's going to appear backwards on the shirt. Like for this one, I did the 100 emoji, but I forgot to put it backwards. So it looks like 001. So yeah. So here's the image. It looks like it's right side in this camera because it flips everything, but it is backwards. So yeah. Okay, so now that I flipped the camera, you can see that it is backwards. This is just my shirt, and I'm going to be using a curling wand to do this just because I didn't feel like getting out the iron. So since it printed on the shiny side and everything, I'm just going to flip it over and put it where I want on my shirt. And then I'm just going to go over it with the hot curling wand. And that's what it looks like.